first open mic. Oh my God. Tripping on the cord. So I went to Toronto for a pool party, which is a little unusual, and the most amazing thing happened. I was hiking through the forest, and there was this man stealing maple syrup from the trees. Oh my God, he was incredible. So I met him, and yeah, he became my boyfriend. Yeah, if he was employed, I am sure he would be a lumberjack, for sure. Let me describe him. Well, his name is Richard. He likes when I call him Dickie. He doesn't like when I call him Little Dickie. He's tall. He is 7 feet at least, if he's an inch. So anyways, our relationship progressed very quickly, and one day he said to me, we're going to do something special today. I thought, oh my God, we're going to do something? That is incredible. So I put on a cute little dress and some kitten heels, and when he showed up, he looked at me and said, you are dressed all wrong, but we have no time for you to change. Let's go. I love when a man takes charge. So he took me to Niagara Falls in the dead of winter. I'm like, oh my God. So we get out of the car and we're walking. I'm slipping on the ice, falling repeatedly, and my mood is going down. But I thought, this is a special day. I'm going to roll with this. So we arrive at this enormous block of ice. And he pulls his hatchet out of his pocket that he always carries, and he starts chipping away at it. I thought, what is going on here? And then he stopped and he looked at me every once in a while and said, what do you think? And I looked at him and said, that's amazing. And he said, well, he quizzed me, do you understand what I'm doing here? And I said, and I guessed, and I always guessed wrong, so he kept getting madder at me. And so this was going on for like a couple hours or so, and his mood was getting bad, and I was freezing. The only thing that was keeping me from freezing to death, I think, was the white heat of his anger. But at long last, he gets to this tiny little cube, and he slices off the top, and in it is the most hideous ring I have ever seen. And I find out it's a family heirloom, so I'm going to be wearing this thing for the rest of my life. So I was excited about that. Yeah, so when he proposed, because he was so mad at me, it was kind of like a rant, but I accepted, of course, and my life changed. It was so amazing. But you know how life kind of interrupts your plans sometimes? Oh my God, I forgot to tell you, the most amazing thing about him were his arms. Oh no, I have a minute. His arms were like enormous slabs of ham. They were pink, and they had like these lumps of fat in them, kind of like a Rorschach test, you could kind of check your mood by looking at his arms. So, yeah, so then I find out I'm Jewish. Literally, last week I found out I'm Jewish, which I knew all along. But yeah, so I changed my life clearly because when I do something, I do it the most. So I am now the most Jewish person ever. So I am kosher. And I have a spiritual advisor. His name is Rabbi Skippy. And I have this problem because when I look at my fiance with those big ham-like arms, all I can think of is baconing and sausaging, porking. And so the rabbi said, no, this has got to go. So I had to break up with the fiance. I had to give up the hideous ring, the horrible poutine that he fed me, and the Canadian citizenship, which was the biggest drawback. But I did realize, I left out a huge piece, but I think my time is up, so thank you.
Keep going, Natalie Hemstreet, guys.